Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to your first speaker, Vice Chairman and Managing Director of the Asian Heart Institute, Dr. Ramakant Panda.
I'll briefly talk more about the overall scenario rather than very specific issues. We have made rapid strides in the last 20 years. But if you look at it, Human Development Index, we are one of the lowest in the world. We have problems at either end of the spectrum. 20% of the world's disease burden is in one country alone. We have disease on either side. We have got diseases of the infection, malnutrition, half of our women are anemic or malnourished. 4,000 to 5,000 children die every day from diarrhea and other related issues because of the open defecation and other unhygienic practices. On the other hand, we have got diseases of the plenty. Very quickly, we are becoming the heart disease and diabetes capital of the world. 35% of the population suffer from diabetes heart disease, which is going to go up to 57% in next 15 years. And the loss in last 10 years is $237 billion. We are talking about one hand we have diseases of plenty, other hand we have diseases of the poor. Now, we don't have any, look at the infrastructure. We have got 0.7 doctors per 1,000 population, 1.3 beds, much lower than world average 2.7, WHO mandate at 3.9. All the beds are mostly in private sector. 70% population lives in the villages, 75% of beds in the private sector, mostly urban, semi-urban areas. Affordability, accessibility of majority, 70% population cannot afford, don't have coverage. Only hardly 20-25% have coverage. Every year, 39 million are pushed into poverty. So there is a huge problem in this country of excess, poor. We have a problem, as I said, of Bullock Heart as well as Mangalayan, both. We have some of the best hospitals in the world. We have some of the best doctors, best infrastructure. We get 10% of the medical tourism, big buzzword, yet 70%, 75% persons cannot afford, don't have basic health care facilities. So for India, I think to have quality health care, affordable, accessible, and which is sustainable, is very important, sustainable. How much we can afford? If you look at cardiac care alone, USA spends in the hospitalization alone around $170 to $200 billion. We have got 4 times population, 3 times disease burden. We need to spend $2 to $3 trillion more than the GDP of the country. So we cannot afford to spend that kind of health care. So we need to have the best health care. That is where I think innovation, bringing down the cost, plays a very, very important role. Now, if you look at it, I think one of the best model will be PPP model. Unfortunately, even though it's pretty successful in all other areas, healthcare, it is a failure all over the country because the stakeholders cannot agree to deliver the healthcare which helps or which is satisfied to everybody, whether it's policymakers, government, bureaucrats, providers, private or public healthcare, payers, public. All of them need to be in the same page. You need to get private players. Private players also need to get a return on their investment, otherwise nobody is going to put money. Same time, you need to provide equitable, accessible health care. Same time, also we need to look at how to cut down the cost. There are a lot of other areas where the cost can be cut down. One, of course, is getting the private and PPP model. Other area will be medication. Medication costs almost 70%, 70 to 75% of the out-of-pocket expenses are on, or healthcare expenses on medications. That is where generic medicines, you don't need to go for the most expensive, branded medicine. Generic medicines can be given for a same disease treatment. But problem here is we don't have quality control. We don't know how was efficacy of those medicines. The other areas, again, where easily you can do reusing disposables. You don't need to, in a country like us, you can use, if you are maintaining a very high quality re-sterilization process, you can easily reuse. You can cut down the cost. Same thing, another major area where is the cost of medical education. An average doctor, if I look at in today's time, everybody scored 98, 99% mark. 1% mark, there are 5,000 good students who can get into government college where they can get free treatment. So they have to spend 50 lakh to 1 crore rupees. I think it's much less. I'm talking probably more than 1 crore rupees just MBBS. You go MD, another 5 crore. You want to do another one, another 5 crore. So you spend 10 to 11 crore. By the time you come out, most of the middle class, the parents have sold or taken bank loan. What do you do? First thing, you come out 35. Your friends who are in the other sector already earning for 10 to 12 years. The first thing you do, how to get your money back. Ethics goes to the back burner. You first thing you start getting court practice, all those things. You need to attack all those things. Unless you do every single aspect, you are not going to get equitable, accessible and quality health care at affordable cost. We need to allow the private hospitals. I got trained in a private hospital in USA. 80%, 90% of the degrees are given in private hospital. You can easily can cut down the cost completely. There's zero cost of education. So these are various ways you need to look at it. Innovative ways look at insurance. You need to have a complete universal healthcare insurance need to be provided the whole country. You can't, hardly 25% of the population is covered. We still think healthcare is still we have a socialist mindset that is the state subject. We don't spend money. We are ready to spend money on our houses. We are ready to spend on clothes, food. But when it comes to healthcare, we don't want to buy insurance. So that kind of health-seeking behavior also need to change. I think finally, very, very important to sustainable healthcare, we need to change our mindset from disease treatment to healthy living. So we need to completely change. Policy planners, hospital, doctors, all of us have to change our mindset from treating a patient, the moment the patient out of the hospital, our responsibility over to educating the public, educate the patient, bring a healthy lifestyle. Thank you.